Alright, so, first goal. This is a Lex. This weapon is incredibly powerful. It's like a pocket sniper rifle in the early game. This is also only 50k credits. It's incredibly good. You should get it. Kind of just get this. Replace your secondary with this. Don't sell your secondary until you've leveled it to 30. But yeah, you should get this immediately. That'll be our first goal here. Otherwise, now that I have that Argon, yep, whatever you said, Lotus. First prize is completed. That is the first quest. Okay, so moving on. Because I have that Argon, I'm gonna look at a couple different primaries. I think this takes Argon. Also, you can get the blueprint here. Yeah, the Zouge takes Argon. Takes some cryotic, some polymer, and some nitane. So, okay, so nitane is an alert material that will appear only on alerts, or you can get it from sorties, but that's significantly later, so don't worry about that early on. Cryotic always comes from excavation missions, and polymer bundle comes from quite a lot of planets. A lot of planets have polymer bundle, which I'll show you how to check in a moment. But because I have this 2 Argon, if I see the nitane alerts up, I'm highly incentivized to go for those, because the Zouge is an absolutely incredible early game weapon. But I'm not going to waste my credits and buy that blueprint until I know I can get that material. The Zouge is going to be one of my preferred early game weapons. It's incredibly powerful for what it costs to build. So, what all do we have here? Alright, I need to go to the Venus Junction, so I need 3 more mods. I need to apply 4 mods to a single Warframe or weapon. Upgrade any mod to rank 2 or higher through the fusion process. We can do that. And defeat 3 Eximus on Earth. That'll be a pain. Okay, so we just need to start working through the junctions. The junctions are what get your access to new planets. Also, I don't have enough points. Because this is Excalibur, and because, okay, so we need to go over a couple of things. Things that are worth using your starter platinum on. Up in the top left, you see I have 50 starter platinum. So, yeah, here we go. So these are Roken catalysts. These can be installed in weapons, and then it will double the mod capacity of that weapon. Whenever you level a weapon, you get 1 point. Whenever you level a weapon that has a catalyst, you get 2 points for a total of 60 and 30. So this is what you're going to be putting in the weapons that you actually like in general, or if you're a psychopath like me on my main account, pretty much everything. And then same goes for Roken reactors, but reactors go inside Sentinels and Warframes. So one of the good ways to use your starter platinum is by getting a reactor and putting it in your starter Warframe. If you know that you like your starter Warframe, so I'd suggest waiting quite a while to do this. So I'm not going to do it now. For me, I'm probably going to put this in the second Warframe that I'm going to build, and then come back later and put it in Excal, because Excal is going to be a Warframe that is good as a starter, but honestly is better left to come back to after I build my second Warframe. Excal will be one of the later game Warframes that I'll be using. Which brings us to
your chosen Warframe
the thing you should actually be spending your starter platinum on. Slots. So, extra slots are the thing to buy. So you start out, you can see you started with 8 weapon slots, and you start out with 2 Warframe slots. I would very much suggest that you buy at least 1 extra Warframe slot, because you're gonna want it, whether you realize that now or not. Having minimum 3 slots is highly advised, and then you can choose whether or not you want to buy weapon slots. I would probably suggest you get at least 2 more, but I'm not going to do that yet because I don't need to. But yeah. So for now, we're just going to clear a bunch of Earth missions. Yeah. Events, we got 5, and then junction, reception. Okay. Can't go to Everest, but I can... Oh, wait, no, that's because that mission's not done yet. Go to Maru's Bazaar. That's so incredibly strange to me that you can go to Maru's Bazaar right away. Let's see. What are all of the requirements for this function? 3 Eximus, upgrade any mod to rank 2 or higher. So I'll need to do that. Apply 4 mods to a single Warframe, so I just need to level my Excal and then collect mods, which all of that stuff is easy. So let's start with the mobile defense, I suppose. And I'll go out of just in case. And by just in case, I mean if other people are doing this mission, then whatever.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position.
Also, yes, this animation one-handed does look
terminal.
incredibly strange. There we go.
Patch
A
me
regular
in.
heated charge. That's what I'm fucking looking for.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take
That is a
moment.
non-broken heated charge. Significantly better than a broken one. Generally, you can focus on butchers last. They're not much of a threat. We got here. Nice. Regular vitality. Good shit.
Still working.
These are all very good things to be getting. You can kill these guys at this level. And it does. XKLS 3 does murder these enemies at this level. XKLS 3 falls off really hard late game. But at this level, it's fine. Just a little bit expensive. Also, as I said before, Braden, very reliable. Oh, an Xmas, really? They can spawn into level 6. I thought your guys' minimum level was 15. I didn't even know they could spawn at that low of a level. That's incredibly convenient.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
Really? Weak enemies. There we are. Moving on. Yes, I'm going to need 3 Xmas.
Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend.
Also, these are zip lines. You can use these. I wouldn't really suggest it in general, though.
This will take a moment. Watch yourself. Grenier are on the way.
The Rubido formations. Relatively useful. Yeah, tackle him to death. That dog, rather. There are wild dogs on this map. I wouldn't really worry too much about them. They're not very hostile. And you can just, like, keep away with them.
Continue to defend.
Honestly, they'll do you more good than bad. This map, at least. Unless they're attacking... Go attack something else. Very good. Good dog. Yeah, go do something else. Yeah. More good than bad in general in the lower levels. Also, melee enemies, none too smart. Hit them, dogs. Going around and making sure you're collecting the resources from these enemies, not the detonite ampules, those are very
The
unimportant.
odds were against us,
It's good.
Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
Lotus will say that a lot. Generally, the odds are absolutely not against you, though. If I'm being completely honest. Oh, it's the below door. And there's a very specific mod that I can't wait to get. Oh, is that why they... Oh, haha, fucking sneaky. I think I just realized why they added a very specific mission to Earth.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Good mods to get, though. Anyway. Vitality will remain pretty useful around the early game. That actually might be the mod that I put 2 levels in right now. Although redirection is a tiny bit more useful, probably. I'm just gonna turn that off. Sure, we'll throw this in here as well. Also, these slots up here, this is an Exila slot, which we'll go over in quite a while, actually. And this is an Aura slot. Auras appear on alerts. I would very much suggest you get one. One of the advantages to Excalibur is that he can accept any Aura at no deficit to him. Which is a good advantage to have. Speaking of which, what do we have on alert? 10 void traces, to me, ITN treasure, all that. Why can I click this? Okay, good, it's locked. Thought I could do a sortie for a moment there. I was a little worried. Anyway. Is there a spy available here? There is. I could do a spy real quick, or I could do this exterminate and get, or potentially get, that mod I'm looking for. So the thing about Mariana is that this will give you the underwater. You know what, let's just go there because it's interesting. These enemies can drop a very specific mod that increases your movement by such a significant margin that I would say it's more important to level that than any of the defensive mods early on, because it is, in essence, a defensive mod, and is somewhat essential to you getting to know the movement system in Warframe, I would say. So hopefully I get it.
There's a large platoon of Grenier Marine stationed here. Leave no one standing.
And if I don't, enemies. Yeah, you can see these guys are Dracar. This is a Dracar Lancer as opposed to a regular Lancer. Thank you for sounding the alarms. That actually helps me out quite a bit. Buried deposits, you still want all this stuff. You'll want... Like, honestly, you want pretty much all materials, which is why one of the earlier on things that you're going to want to build is going to be Carrier, because he makes it so that he just picks all this stuff up for you. So you don't have to, like, go through, shoot this, and make sure you're picking every little thing up like that. Although, Carrier is not the only Sentinel that can do that anymore, which is so nice. But he's still the one I would suggest you build. For those of you that want a stealthier style of play, though, I might suggest Shade. And for those of you that feel like you might want a little crowd control around you, Worm is pretty good. How was that one so specifically tough?
Heads up. A Grenier assault team is headed your way.
I very much want to get... Damn it, another Vitality. Like, that's fine. I really would have preferred not that. I guess the Scorpions are just tough in the beginning. These guys end up being the weakest. Yeah, just go ahead and shoot me. Go. Also, that affinity bonus down there for doing the challenges, those pop up at the very beginning, and you can see what they are by pausing if you miss it. Would highly suggest you do them. That affinity bonus early on is quite large, because, as you saw, that gave me 5,000. Motherfucker. That guy gave me 120, so... It's worth quite a number of those dudes. Your head's gone. Please, one of you drop it. I'd very much appreciate it. I absolutely, under no circumstances, want to wait still the planet that is mostly underwater. Is that a rare? Why is that a rare right now? Are you fucking joking? Is this a am I having a fucking giggle right now? Okay, whatever. That's one of the essential main mods that I did not expect to see for quite a while. Alright, well, I mean, I wanted a mod that's considered uncommon, but I guess I'll just get the fucking, like, best possible first rare mod I could get. What is my luck? I don't understand. Oh well, we got fucking Streamline, the non-broken version of Streamline. Alright. I mean, I'll take it. I can't tell you no. Fine, this is fine. Sure. This is fine. Wow, that is... That's... How much is that to get to rank 4? 450? Okay. You want to put that at rank 4. Don't max it all the way out, for a reason that we'll get into later on. But yeah, you want to make this rank 4 pretty much as soon as you can, because this lowers the cost of all of your abilities by 25%, which is enormous. I know that might not seem like much, but the maximum amount that you can lower the cost of your abilities by is 75%. So 25% is pretty huge, especially where I currently am in the game. Once I get my 4th ability, that is. So I will want to level that. Absolutely. Also, I should get rid of these shit garbage mobs. Get rid of Slip. I'll keep that flow around. I'll keep Convulsion around, provided I don't get that, so I can combine a certain elemental. Get rid of all these.
Ordis wonders, what are you thinking about?
And then I can get rid of one of these vitalities. Managing your mods early on is suggested. Later on, it becomes significantly less important.
Mods. Maybe Ordis will meet a similar fate someday.
All right. Is that? Oh right, I forgot redirection costs more. So that means I'm probably gonna want to put 2 levels into vitality. That'll be the one, just because it's cheaper. Very cheap, 30 endo and some credits. Throw that in there. And you can see for each rank, I gained another 40%, so I now have 120% extra health, putting me from 180 to 260, which is quite good. And then otherwise, I'll throw... Sure. Fine. Good enough. Alright, let's get to clearing more of this area. What do I need for the Mars junction? Complete Suisei on Mercury, in case I have to go the other way first. Collect Rubido on missions, defeat 150, Frontier, and... Okay. That stuff's all fine and good. So I suppose that I need to kill more Eximus and apply 4 mods to a single Warframe or weapon, so that means I'll just need to level my Excalibur more. So I'll head to this defense, and this should be some decent levels, and potentially some essential mods that I need.
Reinforcements arrive.
Also worth noting, playing with other players in missions like this will increase the spawn rate, or spawn total of enemies, I suppose, for defense. So I would highly suggest that you play with other players, just so you get a much higher amount of experience, and of course working together is fun. Doing it with friends is highly suggested. Also, if you are an early game player, I will be doing a stream on this account where I'm going to be farming a lot of the essential mods, which will be after this recording session. After I get some of the basic stuff out of the way, and I will be doing some farming runs, mostly of spies and such. So it'll be a fun thing if you are new and looking for someone to play with. There we go, 5,000 affinity, good shit. Oh, I can't wait to get my 4th ability. Oh, a Titania. I imagine you don't see that here much. Nitron even. Nice, a ball of 50 endo. Outstanding. Another vitality. Ah, fantastic. A real pressure point. Where's this enemy? sitting at. Maybe. Got him. Occasionally enemies will get stuck in things. Ooh, a Neurode. Wonderful.
Extraction is ready.
Nice.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
First relic. Outstanding.
Very impressive.
Alright, so progress was made. 50 endo, got my first relic, I got a real pressure point. All outstanding, and I got a Neurode, which will be very useful to me. I believe I need 4 Neurodes to build the gun MR4 that I'm going to be building, so I'll use it eventually. Okay, so now is as good as time as any to finish this up with my first rank up test. So, as you attain mastery, and you attain mastery by leveling all of your items, which includes any Warframe, which gives you 6,000 total, any weapon, which gives you 3,000 total, and Sentinels give you 6,000 and 3,000 for their weapons, and so on and so forth. Basically, leveling things up will level your account up, which is this number right here next to my name, which is currently 0. So that is the reason why, even though I'm going to be buying a Lex, I won't be getting rid of these kunai until I get them to 30, so that I get all the mastery out of them, so that I don't have to build them again later to get the easy mastery out of them. That is why I will be keeping these weapons around for a while. But, I believe I have 50k credits now. No, I'm very close. Doesn't matter. I believe this is the primary weapons test, so let's rank up.
A Tenno must be a master of all their weapons. Prove yourself with your primary weapon.
Yeah. Kill dudes. Can you aim and shoot? This is the test. For you. You can totally trivialize this just by jumping up there, but I'm just gonna, you know, give these enemies the benefit of the doubt and at least stand in the middle for them. Also worth noting the Breton is hit scan, so there's no lead or anything you need to do, just put reticle on enemy. That's all you got. That's all you need to do anyway. do, and we're done.
A formidable performance. This test is now complete. Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Alright, outstanding. You can show your profile to see how far you are away from your next rank. So, because I only need just under 6,000, I can deduce that just leveling everything I currently have equipped will get me to 2. And also, it's worth noting that at 2 is whenever you can begin trading, which you won't have anything to trade of real value at the beginning, but there are plenty of nice or experienced players that would be very willing to give you any starter mods that you don't happen to pick up. So, for example, if I go down here, you can see that I got Pressure Point, which is the basic melee damage mod. I got a Vitality, which is your basic health mod, basic damage for heat, your basic health, basic health mod again, basic shield mod, all of like your super basic non-broken mods. If you somehow are just a very unlucky Tenno and you didn't get Vitality and you hit Master Rank 2, just pop into trade chat and be like, hey, does anyone have a spare Vitality? Because spoiler alert, somebody does, and they would not mind giving that to you. So yeah, don't be afraid to ask. Generally, the Warframe community is really nice. So yeah, if you're looking for something that's like, oh, it's a common mod that's like, oh yeah, everybody probably has these, just ask. There's no harm in doing it though. But yeah, don't ask for things like Streamline and stuff that are more
Operator?
rarer tier mods, I suppose. If you have like a friend that's been playing this game though, they might hook you up. That's just a couple of ways you can kind of get a starter set, I suppose. And can I'm one level away from being able to do. Oh well. I need to put 4 mods into my X-Cal to attain one of the challenges, so I need 1 more level on my X-Cal. Oh well. But yeah. Working on the Venus Junction, and then we're gonna go from Venus, Mercury, then work our way back, Mars, Phobos, so on and so forth. So we're gonna be going through that stuff. Yeah, not gonna show all the missions, especially like some stuff will just be on stream whenever I'm doing like a bunch of spy farming or whatever. But yeah, that's the outset of Warframe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.